Power Moves and the tour that you just went on. How are you feeling about the book and how was the tour so far?
The tour was amazing. Creating an experience to really lay a foundation for those who would be engaging with the book was really exciting. Having the book out into the world and into the hearts of people has been fulfilling in a way that I didn't even realize I anticipated. I am loving that people are really understanding the message and allowing it to transform their lives.
So now I said so far because I'm hoping there'll be a part two and more to come. So is that a possibility?
I don't think so. We did a virtual experience that people can still access through the 31st, but I am sitting down.
And I'm not mad at it. And you know what? That leads me to the perfect transition because you're talking about power moves, but is there also power in the pause?
Absolutely. The whole point of the book is the fluidity of power and how oftentimes we think power is us showing up in one way all of the time, 24/7, but that's not true. Sometimes power is us resting. Sometimes power is allowing someone else to show up in a space where we have demonstrated strength, allowing ourselves to be liberated from this idea that power has to look a certain way is power moves.
And then when you think about confidence, what are three things you did to boost your confidence?
I forgave myself. I found joy in my present, and I learned the gift of apologizing. Like being able to not just say that I'm owed one, but to recognize that I'm going to do things that aren't perfect and that I'm going to harm others, and that's okay. It doesn't take away from my value, has been one of the things that's given me confidence to live in my life and engage with people.
So then you think about forgiveness, because that is something that folks are always trying to, figure out how to do it and what's best. Any advice for that?
Goodness, forgiveness is a decision. It's not just something that's going to come knock on the door and say, now I'm ready to forgive. And I think really defining what does forgiveness look like. I do not want to be dictated by the experience that happened in my past. I don't want to hold this person hostage to one version of who they are. Yes, what they did was wrong. Yes, maybe what I did was wrong, but I don't want to see them just through this lens. So I think it's loosening our perspective on ourselves and sometimes people as well.
And of course, this is mental health month. So a lot of times people are trying to figure out a way to, work on their mental health, but also stay spiritual at the same time. Any advice for that?
You got to combine them. I wouldn't see them as separate. My journey with therapy, doing trauma work, understanding how my body responds to stress has been really helpful in my spiritual walking journey. It's helped me to really pray more intently and to ask God's presence to meet me in specific areas of anxiety and depression. And so the more well-rounded you are in who you are and how you respond to life, the more applicable your faith can be in helping you walk out this thing called life.
Gotcha. So you can pray for, your mental health to improve, but should you pray for power?
You don't have to pray for power. As beings who are created in the image of God, each of us possess power within us. The question is, what does power look like for me and how do I release it into the world? A lot of times people are talking about power, but what I really think they're talking about is arrogance. Power is recognizing I'm connected to the all-powerful, made in God's image, and how I show up in the world is a reflection of him. So it is aligning with who we are in God.
Woman Evolve, the podcast, the book, all the things, your social media. How do you want people to really, really communicate with you and to find out more about this whole journey through Power Moves?
The best way to connect with me is on social media. I suggest following my page if you want to hear more about Power Moves and just learn more about me as a person. But Woman Evolve is a resource that is helping talk about mental health awareness, our spiritual journeys, talking about how we as women are evolving. And so as a resource, Woman Evolve. But if you want to get to know me, you can follow me on the socials as well.